Alright, next decision in a location decision. So where we want to select the location decision. Okay, for product or for goods, it is normally near to the raw materials or the supplier, or we can set up the companies or the factories near to the labor resources. Okay, but for service, normally near to the customers lah. For example, food panda punya service. So because of the demands of this kind of service, people cannot go outside, so they can reduce times. So food panda or grab food or any other delivery are created. So nowadays we do have Lala Move for certain areas and for one people or particular people. So your product tu lagi it is more safe lah, ataupun it is kita panggil reliable to use. Okay, and for layout design, for goods, there are productions efficiency. Focus on production efficiency, how much we can produce the product, how fast we can produce the product. Okay, but for service, it enhances product and productions. Okay, that is on layout lah. Layout ni susun atur how we organize the resources or facilities, how we organize the machines, how we put people in the areas so that they can deliver the service in shorter time. Let's say examples of McDonald's or any other fast food restaurant. So how they are focusing on providing efficient service or good service by having technologies as well as dia punya crew, how they receive the orders. So that is on service and goods part. Kalau restaurant ni normally they are preparing both lah, goods and services. Okay, in terms of human resource and job design, so they are focusing on technical skill, consistent labor standards, output based wage, to based on the goods ataupun productions or manufacturing areas. But for services, they are focusing on people who can interact with the customers, because you want to produce service, you want to give service to the people, it must have the people or human touch lah, with how they interact with the people. Okay, and labor standards is vary, which is a difference between goods and services, or difference with the difficulties of the service itself. Okay, for example, we take a simple example, Grab food. Okay, so for shorter distance, the punya charge is the delivery rate is normally lower than the delivery rate more than the punya the areas tu, ataupun the radius of delivery. Same goes to bus kan, bus or any other transportation services. So they are different lah. Alright, and the next one on supply chain. So for goods, for manufacturing, the relationship with the supplier it goes to relationship with the suppliers is very critical or very crucial. It's very important to the final product. So because we are producing what people needs and wants lah, produk macam mana kan. Contoh nowadays we are having lots of produk yang varieties lah. Contohnya ada yang buat handmade cake kan. So based on the supplier, based on where they want to find this supply to produce for their final customer. Okay, and services, it is important but may not be critical because of services ni people or human who deliver the product to the customer. Okay, in terms of inventory, for goods, we need this inventory. Contoh nak buat kek tadi, so kita nak we want a flour, eggs, the chocolates, any other raw materials, and we need to keep these materials lah. So for the next production, so nak simpan dekat mana? Deliver inventory is about having storage or stock lah. Okay, and also work in process, inventory, and also finished good maybe help lah for inventory. Okay, for services, service cannot be stock. So for service cannot be stock ataupun simpan. Kita tak boleh nak simpan food, grab food. Tapi food tu kita boleh simpan. The service itself we cannot stock. Okay, and scheduling, whereby we have level scheduling ni, how we put the resources, human resource punya jadual lah, scheduling. Level schedule may be possible for group or manufacturing areas, but for services, it meet immediately customer demand. Because of service we deliver directly human to human. Tapi for manufacturing dia ada jadual. Contohnya shift lah. So contoh in my case, so my schedule after your class they have another class, and then at what time or what day that we will have another class. That is scheduling. Okay, and the last part in the 10OM decision is about maintenance. For goods, often preventive maintenance and take place at the production site. For example, we need to have preventive maintenance on the machines. So for once a month, the technicians will check on the machines to prevent from breakdown, to prevent from anything interrupt the process of manufacturing. Sebab tu dia buat preventive maintenance. Okay, for service, often repair and takes place at the customer's site. Repair to meanings that you want to satisfy the customers to immediately lah. So that's why they call it repair. So based on the situation at that time for services. Okay, we have done on 10 operations decisions, and we move to managing global service operation. So it requires a different perspective on first, capacity planning. Capacity planning is how we plan to produce for the next or for futures. For example, for the next 6 months, for the next 1 year. So how we plan on this capacity, meaning that we need to have estimated demand, berapa orang yang akan nak produk kita ni in 6 months onwards. Okay, and they also have or involve location planning, where to set up the company, where to set up the store, where to set up the manufacturing or factory. Okay, it's also involved on facilities design and layout, how we want to organize the material.
I didn't catch that. Could you try again?
We don't how we want to organize how we want to organize the machines, where to put these people for certain product or certain production, certain tasks, to on facilities design. And the next part is on scheduling. Nak letak dekat mana, siapa yang kerja first, shift. That is on scheduling. Okay, so let's take a look on process design, whereby for example, first one we have process focus, where we are focusing on high varieties of product and low varieties of low volume. Volume is quantity lah, banyak ke sikit, And then variety of product ni kepelbagaian. So we have various of product. Okay, let's see the examples of focus, process focus, or the other name is job shop. Okay, so for process focus, they have high variety of product. So the many things in the product, and they have low varieties or low volume. Okay, for example, print job, emergency room. Emergency room ni this, for hospital. Okay, printing job ni dia banyak varieties of apa produk lah. Contohnya banner, you can print the flyers, you can print the signboard. So there are varieties of process, but then they only produce in a low numbers lah, in certain numbers saja, in certain quantity. Okay, same goes to emergency room. In hospital, we have varieties of patients yang nak beranak dah, for delivery, for critical apa disease. Kita ada pediatric, so they have many emergencies ataupun many varieties of this kind of people yang pergi hospital ni. Ada yang patah tangan, tapi but then for volume it is very low lah. Tak ada lah macam 1,000 orang yang patah tangan at the same time. No. That's why focus, job shop ataupun process focus, they have high variety but in a low volume quantity. Okay, let's take a look on repetitive focus, whereby they have moderate for volume and moderate varieties of product. For example, assembly line. Assembly line ni pemasangan lah. Cars, appliances, electronic appliances, TVs, fast food, restaurant. Dia pasang. Okay, they use modular. Modular is small components that we combine together in order to produce one complete product. Contohnya fast food restaurant. Kita ambil burger lah. Burger, so patty, daging burger tu is part of the modular. Then kita combine with the salads. We combine with the mayonnaise. Then dia akan jadi one complete set of burger. Tu kita patty burger and the salad is kita panggil modular. The thing that we combine together to produce one complete product.